I think that that's where the leader of my coven would probably sit.
Yeah.
Make for a good throne.
This is my throne. Oh shit, it's like, you know, you can lie back and this. You can lie back like that. Go to sleep here. If I hadn't have spotted this, you reckon coven leader would have sat there?
Probably.
But this spot here is just not like it.
So this is officially where my witches in the Mystery Mason Academy sat.
Unless we can find a better spot.
Which I fucking doubt.
Yeah.
Hello, throne, comfortable seat, another seat.
A comfortable throne like that, you could go to sleep in it.
Not to mention the sub-leader could sit there.
There?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's a girl, so she hasn't got any nuts to hurt on it.
Or sub-leader would sit there.
Well, yeah.
It'd be better if she sat there, actually.
Why?
Well, two reasons. One, usually they got sub-leader in front of to show that they're sub-leader. If not, they're on the right.
True.
And, well, you've got to be able to talk to the sub-leader and
Yeah.
You've got to be able to turn in front of you. If they're facing at least that way and have the people over there, that's could at least turn and go.
Yeah. That log over there would also make for some good seats. But if I ever did film it, I would ask if there were any trees the council was thinking of cutting down. And then I'd get them to put them like in a circle here. Hang on. In a circle somewhere along here. And then I would have probably the camera somewhere back here. Probably not there.
I do suggest you do make a film. Seriously, from what I've heard, it sounds like a good movie.
Hello, people make a man out of water, a woman out of air, and they dance with earth squirrels and fire foxes.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, this here would be... Or let's say the coven leader gives them this stuff to keep them brainwashed or shit.
Actually, that would make for a good subplot for a sequel. But I wouldn't probably use it for my witches. I'd use it for the rival coven.
Yeah.
But I'd need another rival coven because I...
Kind of killed him in the first book.
Yeah, they kind of turned him into molten rock.
I can help you make up a...
Because what they did was, Keto and Coda wet the vamps with water, obviously. Then Benji and Kiyama froze it with air. Naish and Lena coated the ice in like mud.
Yeah.
And then Shanti and Starlet
Camera.
melted it. If I do it as a movie, probably when. I'd do the script myself and then I would have this cut into a better, less raw version.
Yeah.
And I'd submit that with the video and along with like other stuff. Because it's based mostly around Port Lincoln, like they meet at the jetty.
Yeah. Then
Lena sneaks out the next night and they meet down at the wharf, which is the big green thing. And then the first night that they meet, she actually meets him in the park.
This part?
Yes.
Yeah.
This actual park. So she would have walked along there.
Yeah.
Come up that path there.
Yeah.
And then Shanti calls out to her. So I'm thinking Shanti would have to be sitting on that log over there.
Yeah. So is Shanti part of...
Yeah. She's a fire witch.
Okay, but has she got any order?
What do you mean?
Is she just a member or...
She's just a member.
Just a member.
Kiyama ends up being the sub-leader. Naish is the leader. In saying that though, it may end up being too expensive to make because of all the special features and everything.
That's why you get funding.
True.
I reckon my aunt would be able to get you funding. When I said about my aunt, okay, that'd be a huge favour.
I know.
That'd be a huge favour. She's only an actress.
I just love how you're like chilling, just up in a tree. It's literally got 5 sections to it. It's a hand. You're in the hand of God.
No, I'm in the hand of nature.
You're in the hand of nature. Pinky, 1, 2, middle finger, pointer, thumb.
Yeah. I'm in the hand of nature. I'm sitting in its palm. That makes sense. If only this was on a hill.
Why?
Well, it is kind of on a hill, but if only if it was a little bit higher, okay, I'd be able to look over everything. But you know they can set up a set to look exactly like this, you know?
Yeah.
And they can make it look like a guy or a girl, whatever. It's a girl, isn't it?
Guy.
Guy, it's a guy.
Yeah.
Okay, make the guy so he can see over everything.
Yeah.
What's his abilities?
He is a ground witch.
Ground.
Yep.
What's that?
Huh?
What's that?
He controls the ground, literally.
Awesome shit.
Huh?
You should give him some sort of ability to do everything, really.
Well, he would be able to, because the only thing stopping them from being able to do everything is the type of ring that they choose.
He could have lots of rings then. He could have all the rings. There's 4 elements, right?
Yeah.
All you'd need is four rings.
But in saying that, I wouldn't, because then that's... Like, I know he's the leader, but it's not exactly fair on the rest of the coven. And I've got it perfectly balanced.
Yeah, but the thing is, you would want your leader to be able to back you up.
True.
You would want your leader to be strong. You wouldn't want a leader weaker than a member in your coven.
True.
You can make it so he gains the rings.
True.
So, well, rival coven, right?
Yeah.
They have the same sort of power abilities. They get their powers from the same rings, right? Would they?
Well, they're vamps, so they actually, like, cut and lick blood.
Ah, okay. Well, they could have the rings of their victims as trophies.
Maybe.
He'd be
Maybe.
their trophy.
Although in saying that, I'd probably have Bryony as having 1, because that would be easy to write in.
Yeah.
Real easy.
Why did he kill one?
They kill the entire coven.
Ah, okay.
But he'd have to get it from Bryony first, which he'd probably do when they were frozen. Maybe have her reach out just as it's freezing. And then he can slip the ring off her or something.
Make it so one of the coven, right? One of the coven, the rival coven, the vamps,
Yeah.
goes and kind of bribes one of the coven members
Yeah.
into being a spy. But the way he does it is more mind control, so the member doesn't get kicked out. Because you don't want to lose characters so quick.
Yeah.
But maybe have it in the end of the book that because like you choose one of the characters you wouldn't mind getting killed,
Yeah.
and have it so that the vamps come back and kill him because they know too much about the vamps.
True. Although in saying that, I've kind of done that.
You have?
Kind of. They kidnapped Coda.
They kidnap him, but have they killed him?
No. The rest of the coven actually teams up to save him. They take Starlet too.
Did they end up saving him?
Yes.
Well, in the next book you could put it in that while he was away, that actually all this time he's been under mind control.
Although I have to say, Bryony did mindfuck him. Because she was asking him all of these questions. And really all she wanted was to know someone who would give her the answers to them. And he ended up telling her who that would be. He turns around, it's lucky that you didn't kidnap Starlet. She would have told you everything you wanted to know by now.
Can't really have a spy come up, like one of the actual rival coven, to actually come up and watch a meeting.
Mm.
Those trees,
Yeah.
it's closer. Because if you put it in those trees, it's a bit too far away.
Yeah.
Because that's the only spot. Unless you wanted him to come up over here. But that's not much cover for him to...
Yeah. Nora's over here.
No,
But remember, it'd also be dark.
it would be dark, yeah.
But you just heard, obviously, YouTube, how crunchy the stuff is under my feet. And I just realised I was standing in a pile of ants. Still am.
See how easy that was to get down from?
Yeah.
I mean, if he can control things on the ground, he'll be able to control it so that they're lifted up for him.
Touche, yes.
So he'd have his own personal elevator, or he'd be able to make the tree sink down.
True.
And you may be able to make the tree come up again.
Yes.
Whereas, other members of the coven wouldn't be able to do that.
Exactly.
This is another little seat.
Although I have to say, Lena would be able to. Because she's an earth witch as well. But she's the one who brought magic to the coven, so it's kind of understandable that she has that advantage.
So, how did they start out as a coven then?
Well, I actually didn't go into detail on that one.
If you could move quietly, this actually would be a good spot.
Well, he wouldn't exactly be able to wear socks or anything,
No.
because that'd still be really prickly. Although I would be able to work it with the second book.
Why is it?
Rather than having witches, maybe sorcerers.
Sorceress?
A silencing spell.
Yeah.
Video, remember that for